And now we welcome our fighters to the stage at this time. First from San Antonio, Texas, the former super lightweight champion of the world, making his welterweight debut. Here is El Azteca Mario Barrios. And now from Clearwater, Florida, here is the hard-hitting former unified welterweight champion of the world, Keith one-time Thurman.
Mario, I'm going to grab your attention real quick. That was your first time weighing in at welterweight. How good did it feel to not to lose those extra 7 pounds?
It feels a hell of a lot better. I'm feeling ready. I'm excited. Weight is made, and I'm just looking forward to tomorrow.
Does it give you any added confidence knowing that you moved up an entire weight class and you're still the taller and longer guy?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is a lot more natural for me, and I'm just excited to showcase my abilities at this new weight.
All the hard work is done, baby. This is the easy work now. You know, we get to eat. They was like, play nice, be fair. I said, it's cool, baby. I get to punch him tomorrow. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this, man. This is just boxing. It's love of the sport. Another black eye. But, it's not going to be here. It's going to be over there.
All right, and this is your longest career layoff, but you're back on pay-per-view. You're back in Vegas doing what you do best. I know you had to miss this.
Oh, always. I'm always thinking boxing. It's never left my mind. It doesn't matter how many days go by. Every day of Keith Thurman's life is one day closer to his next fight, and that's what we're here ready to do Saturday night.
Well, that was the last time you're going to see Mario face-to-face till you guys are in the ring. You have any last words for him?
Oh, he already knows. He already knows what's up. Keep your hands up. Protect yourself at all times, because he was about to get knocked the F out.
That's what it sounds like when I'm trying my hardest to burp, but I couldn't get one out. Anyways, welcome. I would look you into the eyes as I say that, but I there's no one watching, so there's no one to watch in the eyes. So, anyways, if you stumble into this video, I just want you to know that you do have a home here. Even though I know life is pretty hard, and I do sympathize with you. So, just so you know, you do have a home here. Come on down. I will pay for everything. I will. There's the burp. Okay. Let's fucking do this. Anyways, as the intro suggests, that's one of those hard words for a non-native native English speaker suggests. It's one of those words like ghosts. So yeah, as the intro leads you to believe, I'm going to talk about the Keith Thurman against mariobarrios fight. And some most of you know this stuff already. I know, because I'm late. I'm always late with these fucking videos. But I just want to go through, because I want you to know that I'm being, thorough. I'm being, I'm doing my research. I know what I'm talking about. And by the way, disclaimer, I'm pretty goddamn drunk, by the way, boy! But anyways, let's talk some boxing. I have to really wrap this up before, the fights actually start. Keith Thurman, good friend of mine. We actually got drunk once, and he really doesn't drink. This is a bullshit story. I'm not gonna tell it, because I really picked a wrong guy, because he's like that spiritual, I don't think he drinks. I'm gonna tell you a bullshit story when I was drinking with some other guy later on, some video later on. Anyways, Keith Thurman against mariobarrios. I watched the weigh-in. Keith Thurman weighed in at 145 pound. 145 and a half pounds. Mariobarrios weighed in at 146 and 1/4 pounds. These because we have the metric system here in the real fucking world. Just kidding. But we do have the metric system here, so it's it's kind of hard. 146 and a 1/4 pounds. That's what Barrios weighed in at. And just some background. The last time these two guys fought, Keith Thurman fought Manny Pacquiao, the Pac-Man, back in July 20th, 2019, which means that once this fight happens, Keith Thurman has had like plus 900, to be more exact, like 930 plus days of inactivity. So he's been out for like over 2.5 years. So that's the first thing that we really have to take into consideration when we think about the facts and stuff, how this fight is going to play out. But mariobarrios hasn't been that active too either. his last fight was against Gervonta Tank Davis last June 26th, 2021. 2021. Here I come. You can't stop me. Here I come. 2021. It's all gone. 2022. Here I come. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just winging it. If you don't like it, just fuck off because I don't care. I don't know. So yeah, let's talk about the weights. Oh, wait a minute. This I wanted to tell you. I forgot. The weights, because they both lost their last fights. Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao by split decision, and I think that was a close fight. And you know, but I do think that the right man won. I think Manny Pacquiao deserved the win over Keith Thurman. You know, I would have been bothered if Keith Thurman would have been declared the winner. I don't think Keith Thurman did enough to get the win. But you know, if it was declared a draw or something like that, I would have been fine with that. You know, a draw. It's there right on the line. But I do believe and I do feel that, you know, Pacquiao deserved the win. And of course, Barrios, last time he fought, it was against Gervonta Tank Davis. And he lost by TKO in the 11th round. You know, it was a close fight. I'm just just repeating myself from the previous segment. This wasn't, you know, I think Barrios was actually winning the fight hands down on the scorecards. You know, Tank Davis did what he does, and he found the way to, you know, he found the way to win. There's a lot of similarities between Tank Davis and Canelo Alvarez. So Saul Canelo Alvarez, you know, they both, you know, they have loads of skills. You know, they both possess tremendous amounts of skills, and you know, Canelo, at least, you know, he has the experience also. You know, there's this similarity in them too. Oftentimes they find themselves, you know, being down on the scorecards. By the way, has anyone ever, you know, called scorecards scards? Did I just come up with that? Or is that just an coincidence or a mistake which I'm a big fucking mistakes, at least in my parents' eyes. Yeah. For fuck's sake. Anyways, I'm just gonna have to just. Oh, nice. Yeah. Then they always find the way to win, to stop the other guy. You know. Yeah. Let's carry on. But I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take a little break, yeah, because I'm getting too wacky. I need a smoke break. Also, I'm gonna take some shots of vodka. It should calm me down a bit. And I'm gonna, search all these fucking things if I can find some Googa. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. So I'm back. I'm so goddamn back. Where the fuck is my that thing? There it is. So, at the same time that this is a boxing show, sorry. At the same time as it is a boxing show, it's also a ASMR show where I burp from time to time, and you just have to make the most of the seldom times that I make weird sounds. So and if you're one of those, good luck in your life. Anyways, where did I leave off? Yeah, I watched the weigh-in, and there's a few things I want to touch on. The fact that Keith Thurman came in at 145 and 5, 145.5, and ripped as fuck, ripped to shreds, everything's just everything in my life is just, he came in ripped. I've never seen Keith Thurman in that good of shape, and he didn't have that, drained look in his eyes. And also the fact that he came 1.5 pounds under the welterweight limit, shows me at least that he didn't have any problems, making the weight. There were some guys were talking about the fact that he's really a light middleweight, just making the 147 limit just to bully the smaller guys. Kinda those opinions kinda lose credibility when you think about the fact that he actually came 1.5 pounds under the limit, and the guy coming up from you know, a junior welterweight, super lightweight, coming up a division, actually was, you know, taller and heavier than Keith Thurman. Kinda, you know, nullifies the argument that he's a natural light middleweight bullying the smaller guys. Anyways, yeah, I didn't see the drained look in the eyes that you usually see when a guy's drained. Just look at some pictures, you know. Google boxing, you know, weight drained or something, or just look at some pictures of Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter, at 145. What is it in UFC? Flyweight. Yeah, and you know, my actual thoughts on the fight are that, you know, first of all, I wasn't too excited about the fight first, but then as the fight is getting closer, and this happens to me often, you know, I'm not too excited about, you know, a lot of fights. You know, when the fight is getting closer, I'm actually starting to look closer into the facts and the, you know, things surrounding the fight and the background of the fighters. I get a bit more excited about the fights. And I'm getting really excited about this one because, you know, Keith Thurman has been out for 2.5 years. Let's just say 2.5 years, because that's pretty much it. Pretty much, not shit. Pretty much. Pause it. I'm getting this. I'm talking in. I must be really annoying to listen to. I wish I was an Ukrainian or a Croatian or an rap a rapper guy or something, because this goddamn Finnish accent stuff, you know, this is too fucking hard sometimes. But you know, my prediction and thoughts on the fight. Let's just, you know, I have to get this all over with, because my shitty computer takes at least an hour to process this shit. Anyways, you know, where should I start? You know, let's just start with Keith Thurman. Let's go fighter by fighter. Let's see. I had some notes. Yeah, let's do Thurman first. let's do Mario Barrios first. Let's do the uh, contender underdog first. Um, you know, uh, here's what I've picked up on from Barrios. He's really, he's technical, and he's really. I can't find the word for it, but he's composed, I guess, and technical, and he has really great body punching, and one thing we do know is that Keith Thurman is actually really susceptible to body punching. He's been hurt to the body multiple times, and Mario Barrios is a really, really good body puncher, and also not just only that, he has a great right hand, and this, I think this is going to divide people a lot, but I think Mario Barrios does have really, really pretty decent, feet. If you watch his fights, he has those, quick steps, backwards to the side. He doesn't take those side steps too often, but he does, Barrios has that, how am I going to put it? He can measure your distance really well without, using his jab. He has the eyesight, and he has the understanding of the distance between him and the other guy. So and he doesn't have to use his jab, or just some guys use their lead hand all the time. They just keep it like this to measure the distance, or at least to get some sense of the distance from the other guy. But Barrios doesn't really need that. He has the he just has the kind of sixth sense when it comes to seeing and realizing the distance between him and the other guy. So he's always focused on that, and he knows the distance, and that helps you a lot to take those quick steps backwards and counterpunch. I'm really losing everything here. I'm sorry. I'm just bear with me. Just fucking bear with me. Just as he has that like sixth sense like ability to know the distance between him and the other guy, that helps him a lot to it helps his footwork too, because he already kinda realizes and knows the distance he's in. He can take those quick little steps backwards and then if he chooses to, he can counter punch. I really struggled with that word before. Counter punch. It shouldn't be a hard word, but for some reason, for some reason. So, I think I should really start talking. Okay. So, yeah, let's just, because we're all getting pretty done here. So, yeah. He can take those small steps, you know what I mean. And yeah, but he's not the biggest puncher, Barrios, but he has that kind of decent power, even when he's moving up a weight division. He can, if he's counter punching, he's landing the jab and the good right hand, he can still keep you honest. You're not that willing to come forward if the guy is taking those quick steps back and counter punching you every time. Mariobarrios has that. He has a great, step back and boom, left hook kind of thing. Well, when it comes to Thurman, Keith Thurman, sorry. I do think that Keith Thurman is the stronger guy, and he's a natural welterweight. Yeah, welterweight, and he's closing in on the. He could be a light middleweight. I do think he's more a natural welterweight, and he has the experience on his side, and and I mentioned before that he's susceptible to the body, and Barrios is a great body puncher. We do have to take into consideration the fact that every time Thurman has been hurt to the body, he has actually withered the storm, and it's been like a how many times it has happened. It's been in all of Thurman's career, it's been like 2 rounds of his whole career. 2-3 rounds. So I don't know, he's always withered in the storm. So yeah. And came back and won every fight except the Pacquiao fight, of course. And I do think that Keith Thurman has more options in this fight. Um, I think Mario Barrios has like, um, I think he has a one game plan. Maybe they do have the B game plan, but I think it's going to be a weak one. But Keith Thurman, on the other hand, he has the ability, the skills, power, defense, all that stuff to move between different game plans. And if in one round one game plan isn't working, he can switch it to the game plan C or game plan B or that stuff. But it's a hard one for me. If if I have to make a prediction, it's really hard. It's really hard because Keith is coming from that long layoff, but he did look to be in the greatest shape of his career. So I don't know, man. I think I'm going to go with. Here's what's going to happen. Barrios is actually going to control the fight for the first 4 to 5 rounds. Then Keith Thurman is going to find his mark, and he's going to stop Barrios in rounds 8 to 10. That's my prediction. Keith Thurman by stoppage between rounds 8 to 10. Because that's just that's enough. I already gave you enough information, and you should make up your own mind. That's my prediction. And actually, in the beginning of the video, I actually promised you I'm going to talk about more stuff than just this fight, but this took more time than I thought, and I have to, my computer is such a shitty fucking piece of shit. It takes 2 hours for the video to upload, so this is actually going to be pretty darn close that I can even get it up before the fights actually start, so you can know if I'm full of shit or not. So yeah, good evening, not good evening, good night. I'll see you later. Subscribe, like, send me some personal stuff like pubic hair or something like that. Bye.